Well, hello there, fellow geeks and geekettes, and welcome to another video. And I am very glad, I'm happy to be always right and always correct. It always makes you feel good when you find out that you have been right all along. What am I talking about? I'm talking about the fact that I've been saying for a long time that the mentally ill people on the internet who claim to be comic book fans and movie fans and aficionados are really not what they're claiming to be, but they only care about politics and socio-politics and scandals, and they just want to be seen, and they just shout out into the world all about their agendas and inclusion and representation and diversity, and they don't really care about proper art, good, well-written comic books, well-drawn comic books, well-made films. They just don't care about these things. And in this case, specifically, I'm talking about the Snyder Cut of the Justice League of America and its end credits, which then contained special thanks to many creators who provided material for this particular film, by which I mean that the creators were inspired by the work made by those creators in the comic book medium in the past. And there are such icons as Joe Shuster and Jerry Siegel, man who created Superman, and there are such awesome writers as Jeff Johns and Greg Rucka and Grant Morrison, one of my favorite writers of all time, and there are such awesome artists as Jim Lee and Ethan Van Sciver, who is, in my opinion, the best artist who has ever worked on the Green Lantern comic book. Now, a Green Lantern, I haven't seen the Justice League cut, the Snyder Cut yet, but the Green Lantern had a cameo. A Green Lantern, because Green Lantern is a core of space officers in the universe. And one of them made a cameo in the film. And thanks to that, Ethan Van Sciver was credited, because it was him who designed this logo of the Green Lantern Corps being projected in 3D above the actual armor of the Green Lantern officer. And I'm sure there are many more aspects of Ethan Van Sciver's artwork that inspired the Green Lantern in the film. I will be sure when I see the Snyder Cut tonight, actually. But, of course, because Ethan Van Sciver is openly conservative and he openly voted for Donald Trump, and he's got his own mind, his own opinions, and he is not afraid of speaking his mind and telling the truth, he was cancelled a couple of years ago, and now, of course, he broke up with, it was a couple of years ago already, he broke up with DC Comics, or actually they fired him, right, they cancelled him. And the cuckoos, the psychos, the lefties on the internet are crying about that, such as this idiot who said, Zack Snyder's Justice League thanks Ethan Van Sciver, a known sexist, in the credits. Lovely. A known sexist. I mean, I have been following Ethan Van Sciver for a couple of years now, and I don't really think he's a sexist. Actually, it's quite the opposite. The Comicsgate that he is a part of is very inclusive, and many people, men and women, creators, are part of Comicsgate. But Ethan Van Sciver has very dry humor, my kind of humor, actually, and he's being very sarcastic, he's being very ironic, which is humor, which is just making jokes. And if you can't make and take jokes in life, you've got no life at all, and you can just go bugger yourself. And there was another twat who said, why is the creator of Comicsgate being thanked? Well, because he contributed to the final product, right? It is only right and only correct to acknowledge somebody whose work inspired me, whose work not only inspired me, but was actually used in the film. Crazy lefty cuckoos like Gail Simone were mentioned in the final credits. Crazy people, idiotic creators who are only insulting fans on the internet all day and don't really care about the actual work of art were credited. So why wouldn't I credit people who actually care about the work of art and who actually did some effort and contributed hugely to the comic book medium, such as Frank Miller, he was also thanked, such as Len Wein was also thanked, such as, who else was there? George Perez, oh Jesus, he was also thanked, and Ethan Van Sciver. So that's my advice. There is no question about why he was thanked. People should not have second thoughts about that, but crazy people will be crazy people, and they will not understand art. They will not understand common reason. They will not understand common sense. They will absolutely not understand being human, because they are mentally ill. So yeah, it's just obvious that Ethan Van Sciver was thanked, and I thank him each and every day for actually bringing me back into comics after years. It was the run on Green Lantern, the Green Lantern comic books that were written by Jeff Johns and illustrated by Ethan Van Sciver and Ivan Rice that made me come back into reading comic books and start enjoying them again extremely. And I have been reading comic books every day since. So yeah, that'll be all from me, my friends. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know in the comments down below what you think, what your opinion is. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. Bye.